Hey guys, now in today's video we're going to be going over some real proper numbers as for how much XRP you're going to need to hold today in order to make $1 million from investing in XRP. XRP, it's been in the news a lot lately, but obviously this is not the first time it's been in the news. So earlier this year, around late December, early January this year, you saw this massive breakout. I bought in early in December, I think it was about 21 pence, something like that. And it went all the way up to well over $3, which was great. And just look at the shape, how it went up. It went up, it went along a bit, it went up, it went along a bit. Just above this blue line here, you can see that all the way up. And if we scroll along to where we are today, here we go. So we've broken out above, we came all the way up to nearly 80, you know, about 77, and then we broke down, it fell down to the top of that blue line, also the 120-day moving average, and then we've come along. So we're doing this, we've gone up, and now we're going along a bit, ready to go up again. I don't believe myself we're going to come back down to in the 20s or the 30s or even the 40s, to be honest. So the question is, if you were looking to invest in XRP today, how much of it would you actually need to buy in order to make $1 million? It's a great question, right? And we've based all of these calculations on figures from our previous video last week, where we took the global broad money. And what global broad money is basically all of the money, the coins, the paper notes, plus also everybody's digital amounts that they have in their bank accounts. It doesn't take into account a lot of the other cash which is actually out there in the world invested in different things like derivatives or the stock market or anything like that. So this is just the basic money, right? This is as little as there possibly is out there. And what we're looking at is basically if all of cryptocurrencies took over the global broad money exactly as it is right now. So in cryptocurrencies, XRP is worth about 10% of the crypto market. So if it was going to be worth 10% of the $113 trillion which is out there in broad money right now, XRP would then have a market cap of $11.3 trillion, which sounds great. And obviously for this to actually happen, for this scenario to take place, you'd be talking about the end of the US dollar, the end of all the sort of normal global financial markets. And what would XRP actually be worth at that point? Well, taken into the sort of like a high supply, so there's 100 billion XRP out there. However, some of the XRP actually gets burned every single time there's a transaction that takes place on the Ripple net. So there isn't today actually 100 billion out there. So there's only about 40 billion, I believe, right now. But you know, looking into the future, maybe 10 years time or something, when they've released all those into the market, and we're going to say there's a high supply of 99 billion XRP out there. Whether we'll ever get to that point, who knows? But in that scenario, we're looking at $114 XRP. As I say, this isn't made up numbers, this is actual real factual numbers, bearing in mind how much there is out there in the global monetary system. This is money that people need every single day all over the world for buying goods and services wherever they are. Quite simply, in order for cryptocurrencies to fulfill that same need that is currently getting fulfilled with just paper notes like monopoly money, for crypto to take on board that, the cryptocurrencies which are out there like Bitcoin, Litecoin, they would need to raise in value significantly to actually fill that gap. So could XRP one day have like a market cap of trillions of dollars? Yes, it absolutely could in that scenario. Now, if we look for a low supply, so a low supply of XRP, you're talking about 50 billion XRP out there in this same 10% of broad money, you're looking at $226 XRP at that point. Okay, so that's great, but how much do we need to actually make $1 million? On the high side, to make $1 million, you're going to need over 8,000 XRP. And if you're looking on the lower side and hoping that there's not going to be quite so many XRP out there, when this huge financial crash happens, you could get away with about 4,500 XRP. And if you were going to buy those at today's prices, so we base this off today, it was 53 cents, so 8,761. You're going to look 4,600. If you want to be on the safe side, just call it 5 grand that you want to invest in XRP, and that's based on the high end scenario. On the low end, if you're hoping for a low end, about 2,345. Again, if you want to sort of round that up, just call it 2.5 grand. It's quite a chunk of change to be thrown into one single currency on the hope of a financial crash in order to make one poxy $1 million. And now I'm really going to upset a few people. I'm just gonna basically, how much could you have bought those coins for 2 years ago? So looking on the high end again, which would have cost you today 4,600, you could have picked those coins up, the same amount of coins, for $70 2 years ago. And if you were hoping to just buy a few less and hoping for a low end, you could have got those for $35 as well. So obviously it pays to get in early on these types of projects. And what we look for on Mutual Ninja, if you go over to the website, is just coins which are like XRP, but buying it 2 years ago rather than having to fork out for the prices today. So for me, just like it says in this video behind me, the build your own $1 million crypto portfolio, that video is all about diversification and building a proper portfolio which is well structured, not just sticking all of your money into something like XRP and crossing your fingers hoping for the best. As I say today, if there's a global crash sometime in the future, you could make $1 million with XRP if you invested 5 grand today. Now it's a bit of a wild card thing. There are much better coins that will net you $1 million with a lot less I'm not sure if risk is the right word, but a lot less riding on it. You know, you don't need a global financial crisis to create $1 million if you diversify with a really good portfolio. So let's go through some of that right now. So should you invest? This is some of the alternatives to XRP. So as we say, taking an average of XRP, this is the average of the high and the low figures that I was throwing around earlier. Basically, you would need to spend about 3.5 grand, and with the hope, just sit there and hope, would be 3.5 grand's worth of XRP, hope that one day it gets to an $11.3 trillion market cap. Or what you could do is invest in some of these smaller altcoins, which we found using our algorithm on our website. All of these alternatives that you see here, we've got about 40 or 50 now that our algorithms picked up over the last couple of months. But any of these here, you could net you $1 million if they got to a market cap of $4 billion. So right now, I believe XRP is about sort of $21–22 billion market cap. Bitcoin is over $100 billion market cap. So for a coin to get to a $4 billion, it's not really that big an ask. You know, you don't need a global financial crisis in order for that to actually happen. All you need is a decent enough coin with really good solid idea behind it. And you should be seeing over the next 2 to 3 years that ride up to about $4 billion. So some of the projects that I've pulled out here are ones which I've mentioned. They come from a module in the website, which is actually a paid for part of the site. But since I've mentioned these before a few times in videos, I just mention these again. So we've got Graft. It's $394 to buy enough of those right now, that if Graft got to a $4 billion market cap, you would have $1 million worth of Graft on your hands. Same goes with CryptoPay. You could pick those tokens up today for $350, and higher match is going to cost you about $150. Or you could buy Stellite. I've done a great video on Stellite a couple of weeks or months ago. I'm not even sure how long ago it was now. It was all about mining Stellite and how easy it is to mine Stellite, just on a laptop even. And you could invest $200 in Stellite. If it got to a $4 billion market cap, great, you've just made yourself $1 million. So if you check out behind me, we've got CoinMarketCap, And I believe when we actually made this algorithm to try and find coins on CoinMarketCap, because I, for one, I don't know about you, maybe you like reading white papers. For me, I'm not really into reading like all these white papers. If we scroll down through CoinMarketCap, we can see we're going to have to scroll down quite a long time, because I think there was 1,600 tokens when I first wrote the algorithm. Now there are just over 2,000 coins on CoinMarketCap, so that's a lot of late night reading if you want to read every one of those white papers. So this is why we made an algorithm to search through every single week and find decent coins based on just facts, figures, numbers, and the algorithm goes through, searches through the ones which will make you the most money with the least amount that you need to put in. And then each week we list them here in a place in the master section of the Mutual Ninja website. It's called Whale Fuel, and in here every single week, except for the last few weeks while I've been away, basically I'll run the algorithm. It'll give me a list of about 30 to 40 different ones which are looking very good on the number side, okay? And then I'll go through to the actual sites, check out the projects, and I'll pick the 3 best looking projects with the most potential and add those to the list. So as you can see, we've gone back a few months. So we began in May, and we basically got 12 coins there for each of the months, except for September, because as I say, I've been away, so I kind of dropped the ball on that and forgot all about it because I didn't know what day it was. But we'll be picking that up again now this Sunday. As you can see, we've got some great coins in here. This is just the month of August, and you've got this one down the bottom here. You could have just invested $22 and got yourself 711% increase on that in just like, well, that was August, that's like a month. Some of these others are doing quite well as well, and there's also ones which are not doing well. Maybe this one here, second one down, it's down 55% right now. That's a really solid project, and that goes the same with a lot of these very good projects. I really love this one, which is down 31% right now. And if you're into YouTube and that type of stuff, then you might like this one, which is up 16%. And that's definitely one with the potential and the business to actually do a $4 billion at least business. So what do you guys think? Should you diversify or just stick all your money into XRP? As I say, if you had $5 to invest, you'd have to put all of that into XRP in the hopes of making $1 million. Or would you be better off dividing that $5,000 into smaller amounts and investing into all of these other little smaller projects? And if they all got to 4 billion, obviously you'd make a lot more than $1 million. But from that $5,000, you'd only need only one to actually make a $4 billion market cap for you to make $1 million, rather than everything all in that one. Even though XRP, as good as it is, brilliant use case, brilliant business behind it, you know, you need it to come to an astronomical market cap in order to actually achieve that $1 million. So for me, I'm all into diversification. I'm all into building a $1 million crypto portfolio. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll leave a link for that down below. It's well worth checking out. Hey, and if Facebook's your thing, make sure you check it out. We've got Mutual Crypto Ninja over here now on Facebook, as well as Telegram and everything else that we're on as well on social media. Instagram as well is pretty cool. I'm getting into that now. So yeah, you know, quite often we'll ask questions over here. This one's about has Ripple saved Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency markets as Ripple's been shooting up to the moon. And you see on CoinMarketCap that actual ripple through to all the rest of the markets as well. And it's kind of pulling everything with it, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, if you're into Facebook, make sure you come across and check it out. But for now, let me just add that on Monday, we have the Zem giveaway yet again. That's right, so a couple of weeks ago now, I said I was going to give out 2,500 Zems to all of you great YouTube subscribers out there. And basically that equates to, at their previous all-time high, of about $5,500 of Zem that I'm giving out. And for the future value, bearing in mind all these cryptos keep going up and up and up every year, a future value for Zem would be around the sort of 50 grand figure. So, you know, not a small amount. I am aware of how much I'm giving out to you guys, but I'm doing it anyway. So it began with a kickoff week where we gave out 25 ZEMs every single day. We're now in this 50-week period, so every single Monday, on Moolah Mondays, we're giving out 25 ZEMs. And on the anniversary, so this is the Bitcoin multiplier method that I wrote while I was out in Australia and the Philippines last year. Basically a very simple low risk strategy. I used it to turn $500 into over $10,000 just while I was out there on holiday. And yeah, for the 30 days, so I wrote that in November last year, and for the 30 days of November we're going to give out 30 ZEM every single day, which means me doing a YouTube video every single day for 30 days. I don't know, I've done it the other week, it almost killed me, so I don't know how I'm going to manage that. Here we go, we've got what you need to do to actually get these 25 ZEMs on Monday is you need to be a subscriber, you need to click the bell icon below this video, and you also need to leave a comment which includes your NEM wallet address. So it can either be your physical NEM wallet address, or you could also just use an exchange address as well. That'll work just fine. So if you want to win those 25 ZEMs, all you need to do, leave that comment below and be a subscriber. And there we have it, guys. It's as easy as that. All you need to do, be a subscriber, click the bell icon and leave a comment down below asking a really good question, hopefully, and leave in there your ZEM wallet address, and you could be a winner on Monday. So it's got to be this video, not any of the previous videos, but this video today here on Friday. This is the video you need to comment on, and we'll see who the winner is on Monday. That's about it for today. I hope you know, it's been in some way enlightening, hopefully. And that's it. I really look forward to reading some of your questions here down below, because this is where I got a lot of my inspiration for new videos, is actually your questions here on YouTube. And that's it, guys. So I shall see you again on Monday. See you then.